Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Come to you live from the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon for May 29th, 2021, with your host, Peacemaker2448, and Ramp It Up Salon.
Hi.
Can you believe that E3 has started early?
I mean, did we have an EA Direct?
No, but we had a Sonic Direct. Does that count?
Yeah, CEA usually kicks it off because they love going early.
Well, we had an EA Direct. We had a Horizon Zero Dawn State of Play. We had an Overwatch stream. Technically, we have release dates for 3 Pokemon games.
Huh.
Yeah, for reference, I just remembered the second article I dropped. The second article was just when Summer of Games, Jeff Keighley's thing is starting, and who they've got partnered with, or who they've partnered with. Because it's like, we'll get to this when that actually starts. And I dropped that we're getting a amiibo for the not Wind Waker. Why did I say Wind Waker earlier? Skyward Sword.
You said Skyward Sword earlier.
Okay, I did say Skyward Sword. I thought I said Wind Waker for some stupid reason.
I mean,
yeah, Skyward.
If you want us to have another Wind Waker one, then, I mean...
Well, the Skyward Sword update that they're doing, or updated version they're doing a Zelda and Loftwing amiibo. That is a quick travel thing, which is kind of dumb that is an amiibo.
Yep.
Instead of just being a thing in the game.
I mean, could be worse.
True. Amiibos have never been, like, super egregious. It's just weird that this one is just this thing for some reason. So yeah, we still have plenty to talk about. But first, Tommy, what have you been playing the last couple weeks?
And by that you mean last couple of days.
Pretty much.
Well, KH2 Rando.
Mm-hmm.
And KH2 Rando.
Yeah.
No, I did hop in to Infinite Fusion a little bit.
Any winners?
I think what I'm gonna do just to make sure I can catch back up to you is, fun fact, you can hex edit stuff.
You can?
Yep.
Huh.
So I've kind of got, bear in mind I do have it backed up to where it was last time we streamed too. But I do have a file that has a crap ton of money, and I figured out how to dump a crap ton of rare candies to try to bring levels up closer to where you're at. That way I can catch up.
Can we hex edit, like, XP going to everything?
If someone's documented what that item number is, I technically could. But the rare candies is kind of the next closest thing.
Yeah, just give you like 1,000 rare candies and just be like, all right, we're gonna use these to catch everybody up when necessary, and just keep going. Because
I'm thinking that actually might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just to keep us from having to stop and grind. Especially seeing as how now we've hit 2 gems in a row that were way over leveled from the remainder of the area. Because I don't remember, was Surge over leveled too?
1 second. Let me pull it up. Surge was... Yeah, he kind of was, because I don't think anything was, like, in the 20s. Everything was like sub 20, and he was 24, 24, 28, or 26. My bad.
So, yeah, it might not be a bad idea for us to just have them to where, oh, we hit a brick wall. Oh, well, look there. Now we're not.
Yeah. And then Erica is 35, 35, 37.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I'm sub 30. Like, just barely.
There's no way. And I'm sure your team's not even either.
Yeah, I think most of my team is like sub 30. Like in the 28s, and I'm on Route 10. So as soon as I get out of Lavender Town, I think I'm in Celadon City, just about. And I'm pretty, and like, I have not fought trainers that are like super close to my level. So I'm getting pitiful experience.
Like, the only other thing I can think of is I might could find the EXP share item, since that is a held item kind of concept.
Yeah.
There is a full party EXP share item later in the game. I did find that out.
I'll just hex out of that into our inventories and just be like, nah, fuck it, we can have this now, because fuck this.
Worst case, I could just, pump out 6 of the ones that we already have. Because it's far easier to find that.
Mm-hmm.
The rare candies was I had to Google and hope that someone else looked that up too.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, they did.
Oof, we're gonna have to top out at like 56. Giovanni's 56. And since all the Johto leaders are here, we'd be topping out at 68.
That's not too big of a jump.
Yeah.
I'm almost wondering if they started out a different direction and it just hasn't been updated to bring the gym leaders down.
Yeah.
Because it almost feels like maybe originally the idea was if you fuse 2 Pokemon, their EXP kind of becomes not really stacked.
But you get
but you get like a boost of half of the other ones on top of the primary.
Yeah.
Because that's almost what it feels like.
It looks like the Elite Four are like 60 to 70. So we'd be topping out at like 70 something. And the one post-game trainer I'm seeing is like 77 at max. So, more or less, this game expects you to almost max out at like level 80 to do all content.
So it almost is sounding like I probably need to get you to send me your save file, and I can at least hex edit a few things in there for us.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the backup, but the more I was sitting there thinking about it today, the more I was like, I will be spending a lot of time trying to grind just to even get past Misty.
Mm-hmm.
I did that with the rare candies, took her out first try. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe not so much do it so that I'm way over leveled, but maybe do it so much that I'm at least on point with where I need to be. And that might be the smart idea.
Jesus Christ. You can refight all the gym leaders. Max out at 85.
Holy crap.
And that's Jasmine. That's the last trainer. And she maxes out at like 85 on her team. Oh no, 86. My bad. 86. There has to be a way to expedite grinding, because like that's ridiculous. Fucking hell. There better be a way I could just like put Pokemon on a treadmill and just be like, all right, 20 minutes and you'll be like fucking like 40 levels. Because like I'm not actually playing this game to grind out Pokemon.
Yeah, and what's bad is at that point it's pointless to try to breed.
Yeah.
Because you've got to be so high of a level as soon as you have an egg that it's pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Like you have to be able to put that Pokemon on a treadmill and they get like 40 levels in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you are spending an eternity to level up something that you'll probably use once or twice.
I feel like the level curve is going to be the one complaint I'm going to have out of the game.
Yeah, this game needs to be tuned down some. It is overtuned.
I mean, I get it. Base game, the gym leaders are higher level than the ones around.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no reason why in the rival battle before Misty, our rival has Pokemon that is like around, 17, 18, I think it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yet the trainers down the path from him aren't anywhere close to that level.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, the game might be expecting too much. But yeah, I dug into that. Funny enough, the game's made with RPG Maker.
Really?
As is a lot of custom-made Pokemon games that I found out. So a lot of stuff kind of transitioned between them.
Huh.
And that was kind of helpful.
Yeah.
I guess what's happened is over the years, a lot of the fan-made games are kind of more copy and paste.
Just take the base code and we just do what we want on top of it.
Yeah, which that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Then you can spend time focusing on the uniqueness that you're putting into it instead of how do I Pokemon.
Yeah, the engine has been built. You just have to make your game in it now.
And I kind of like that idea because that's similar to what we see with big developers.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have a base engine and they're just really filling in the details around it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be fair. How many years did Bungie use the same engine for Halo?
Wasn't it till Reach?
I think it was. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. That makes me think, what engine do they use for Destiny?
That's a good question. But yeah, it's stuff like that it really wouldn't surprise me if a lot of Pokemon games aren't actually the same method. Like, if Game Freak doesn't just have a base engine that they keep rolling with. Because from a coding standpoint, especially working on the Staff HQ app, it is so much easier to have a base code that you're copying over. What?
So Destiny's engine is a spin-off of the engine for Halo Reach.
That doesn't surprise me.
There is a 90-minute talk from some software engineers from Bungie. I think ex-software engineers from Bungie talking about this. And here are the two reasons that it is a bad engine. So first and foremost, they wanted developers to be able to compile their content on console hardware to have the final look of the game in front of them as they develop. This was a good idea in the age of Halo Combat Evolved, since the game did look different when compiled in the PC dev environment and on the OG Xbox because of the different architecture and shaders. It's completely irrelevant now since modern consoles are very similar to PC, and you can basically simulate any difference in hardware in your dev environment. 2, they wanted to cram the requirement of number 1 in an engine that could handle fast compiling for the PlayStation 3. For reference, folks, the PS3 is a nightmare to develop on. A nightmare. It is literally the worst thing to try to develop on in terms of modern day consoles. No wonder Destiny's engine is fucked beyond belief. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One of those good game guys. Good game.
Oh, and Bungie will not give Destiny 2 a new engine at this point.
Well, of course, at this point. That's kind of a duh.
Also, the engine itself was a proprietary in-house Bungie engine.
So, aka spin-off of Reach.
Right. Well, technically it's a second version of that engine, which both engines are in-house Bungie tech. No wonder they are having to slash content left, right, and center to make Destiny 2 actually easy to develop on, because its heart is fucked beyond belief. Oh, that makes a lot of sense for some of the choices they've made. Over from the last few months or so. Not necessarily their transmog choices, but they're slashing a content and putting it in the vault choice of like, oh, that's why. Because you are on an engine that is incredibly bad. Oops. Anyway. Anything else?
No.
Alright, I have seen credits. So I guess I've technically beat the new Pokemon Snap.
You think?
Well, when I say I beat the game is I got credits. So I guess in a technical sense I've beaten the game, because I would assume that is normally what people mean by beat the game is get credits. But I got those. Some of the Luminous Pokemon are actually puzzles that you have to solve. Steelix is a pain in the ass, unfortunately. He is running around in tunnels and stuff, and you're trying to hit him and get pictures of him, and he is a little too fast. And he sucks. But there is stuff to do after you get credits, because I believe there is some legendary and mythic Pokemon that are now like going to pop up in certain maps, and you have to find those. And you you get beach at sunset, like the beach level now at sunset to go through, and it has the best thing about the best picture you can take. It's of a Blastoise flying. Because it can shoot waters out of the holes its legs in the holes in its shell where its legs are. So it can fly. I don't have a good picture of it yet. I will get a good picture of this, damn it. But yeah, like, God, there's so many maps, and because of the leveling system of the maps, there's variations of the map. There is so much content here, more than I thought this game would have. Although the last level is kind of like the Mew level, except it's not Mew. They pick a different legendary Pokemon for it, but it kind of functions the same, where you have Orb and you're hitting Orb to make Pokemon appear to take pictures.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I unlocked anything else. There is a speed up button that you unlock like halfway through. So if you want to speed through a course to get to a specific point to get a specific picture, you can do that. I don't think I've unlocked anything else. No, I unlocked individual course scores. Because before, the ranking system, there's actually an online leaderboard. It ranks your total, like, Photodex number, or your Photodex score. I'm in, like, the 200,000s or something, because I'm, like, at above 1 million points. But when you beat the game, you now unlock individual course scores. So you get a specific score on a single run of a course, and you can get like a leaderboard standing on those. Which, hey, that's cool. But there's not much else because it's Pokemon Snap. What do you expect? It's really good. I've really enjoyed it. Right now, the plan is to complete the Photodex. I'm not getting, like, crystal stars on everything. That would be a nightmare. Because that would be retaking a lot of photos to try to get them just right. And hope the scoring system is nice. No. No, I don't. I want to just complete the Photodex and get, like, each of the 4 stars for every Pokemon and be done. That's it for me on this Pokemon Snap. On the Pixelmon server, I beat one of the boss Pokemon.
Nice.
But it was hilarious how I beat it, and I wish I was on stream when I did this. So it was a Mega Gengar, and it was level 99. I do not have anything that's above, like, level 40.
Did it kill itself on the terrain?
No.
I've had that happen before, so that's why I figured that might have been.
Yeah, no. It's a ghost Pokemon, so it used all ghost type moves. Guess what I had on me?
What?
A normal type Pokemon. Guess what couldn't hit me? It couldn't hit me! So I just kept hitting it until it died.
And
it died.
Proceeded to have the longest battle ever.
It did not take that long, though. So I now have the Gengar Knight gem, so I can get a Mega Gengar. Or I have Mega Gengar now, technically. Because defeating that gave me the Mega Evolution Crystal. So, yay! That's why you beat the boss Pokemon, that's how you get the Mega Evolutions. I got something else as well, but I forgot. Honestly, the main thing was, hey, I got Mega Gengar. Cool. I have made the terrible decision of, well, the Fortnite season ends in like a week or so, and I only need like 5 levels a day, and I could probably do that, so I'm gonna get to 200 before the season ends. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to burn myself on Fortnite after getting back into it and enjoying it. I'm never doing this again. I am never doing the beyond level 100 skin bullshit. No. I am more than happy to be at level 100 and just have everything regular unlocked through challenges and stuff. I am not grinding to like 225 for all that shit. Fuck that. That sucks. Especially when I found out that the experience between levels exponentially increases over time as you go up the levels.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, so I think it starts at like 60,000 by the time you're at like 60,000 per level, or to get, or a 6,000 periods requirement per level, and then over time it increases to like you need like 100,000 or something per level. It's fucking nonsense. So no, I'm never doing this again. Fuck this. I'm doing it once to say I've done it, never again. Also, apparently there's been an ARG for Fortnite the last couple weeks or so that say aliens next season. So, aliens. Does that mean we're getting the Arbiter since we already have Chief in Fortnite?
Were it so easy.
I know. You gave us the Xenomorph. I mean, you can give us Arbiter.
I had to.
Not much else except I made a poor decision the other night. So, you remember those, like, I think they're like 8x11 prints for Ryder that were in some lottery thing? I think I showed you like months ago at this point.
I think, but I don't right offhand.
Alright, let me see if I can grab one. If I can type.
I mean, typing's hard.
Uh-huh. Here we go. You gonna take forever now to get to something?
Discord?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's what's happening. My internet's having a derp.
Again. Because it
Yeah.
did it earlier and I couldn't tell if it was me or you.
Apparently it's me. Essentially this stuff, if it will show the image. Thank you.
Thank you, Discord. You're just really not wanting to cooperate today. I think it's Discord.
It's probably me because having issues loading things to get to that. So I think it's me.
I think most of that broke up.
It's me. It's not Discord.
See if I can do that. And that. And maybe that'll help a little.
Maybe. Does that sound clear?
For right now.
Okay.
I'll have to fix all of that later, but yeah.
All right, but yeah, what I posted in Discord chat. That's one of the new ones. It's a drive one.
Well, it tried to help.
Of course. Am I gonna have to go reset my router real quick?
Maybe not. Like,
Maybe.
It don't feel like it's as bad now, so maybe.
Maybe it's clearing up.
Possibly.
Yeah. But yeah, I was looking on Monterake because they did a new like set of those, and there were some of them I liked, and I saw that they were all on Monterake for like $4 a piece, so I might have bought all the ones I wanted. Because I looked at that price and I'm like, these are incredibly cheap. Shit. I'm really tempted now. So I might have a stack of those inbound with I have no idea what I will do with them. But I have a stack of them inbound. Because this recent one, if I can pull up the website. Because it is really easy to pull up the lottery pages for the websites. Because it's literally a one number difference. They did another Saber one with everyone up to Slash. They did a build one that actually is up to Grease. It doesn't have Rogue in it, and it doesn't have a Volt, but it has Night Rogue and Bloodstark in it. They've got the Drive one that I posted, which is pretty much like the finale of Drive. They have an O's one that's the O's movie, because it has Burakwani and all the other combos in it. They have a double one that's all the double forms. They have a Decade one that's kind of a... That's like all of the 10 Heisei riders at the time, like in this area from the opening of Decade. A Fize one that is, I believe, supposed to be Lost Paradise because it's got Saiga and Orga in it. And then a Kuga one that is the final battle between Kuga and Dagavazeba. And they all look gorgeous because it's all the Shinka art stuff. So, yeah. But apparently they got a third one in a couple months, and I'm like, I'll keep an eye on this lottery page and see when it updates. And another update, apparently they're doing more of those 4-inch League of Legends figures. I found a bunch on Amazon. So they're doing a Zed, a Jinx, and a Yasuo alone, solo. And then they have a 5-pack that has Caitlyn v. Jinx again, Hermie, and fuck, what is his name? Oh god, I don't remember his name. Time guy. Time person. I don't remember his name. He's the guy with time mechanics in the game. But the fact that they're doing a Caitlyn, I'm like, damn it. You're like one character away from having like 2 of my mains at minimum. Along with, well, V's kind of a main I used a lot. But if they did a Sivir, I'm like, I wouldn't mind a Caitlyn and Sivir on my desk. Because they were my 2 like main league champions. But I'm gonna keep an eye on these Amazon listings and see if more come. But yeah, anything else before we hit the news?
I can't think of nothing.
Alright then, we've got Pokemon news! So you remember the Sinnoh remakes in the Arceus game?
Uh-huh.
Well, we've got release dates for those. So, first and foremost, the Sinnoh remakes for Diamond and Pearl are going to be coming out November 19th. And the Arceus game is actually coming out in January on the 28th of the following year. So they're coming out not that far apart, and they're also coming out pretty soon. I'm kind of surprised because I didn't think the Arceus game would be out that soon. I figured we'd be waiting.
Okay. Yes and no.
Yeah.
And I say that for a couple of reasons there. For the most part, they've got the back end pretty much there.
Yeah.
Between Sword and Shield and Let's Go, they've kind of got the mechanics and the back end of it there.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me that they could crank out a story that quick. But the other thing is, they're really going to want to push it as quick as they can.
Yeah.
Because, yet again, the rumors about a Switch Pro are going around.
Yeah, that's not in our news, but more or less, we're expecting it. It's now expected an announcement of the Switch Pro will happen pre-E3, so like within the next month or so. Because I don't know when Nintendo has their E3 Direct slated.
It wouldn't surprise me, and this is speculation, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's a reason behind Arceus being January, for the simple fact of they might be planning a Switch Pro release on the anniversary kind of deal.
Well, right now the Switch is slated for September, is what rumors are saying.
Yeah.
September of this year.
Except I also disagree with that too, for one major reason. The Series X and PS5s have had problems being able to be made.
Same with the Switch. The Switch is not exempt to that.
No, but
They're all
seeing as how
having
I can walk in a Walmart and still see a Switch, it's like, yeah, one of these didn't get hit as hard.
Yeah.
So, it wouldn't surprise me if the original plan is to have it September, but something's going to happen and they're not actually going to be able to do it till March.
Mm-hmm.
And because they probably foresee that, that would explain why we're seeing Arceus slated for January. Give it a month before the Pro comes out, then they can start pumping out games for the Pro, and it won't overshadow a Pokemon game, which is a big money maker.
Mm-hmm. I saw Nintendo say on Twitter today that from very reliable sources of theirs, so again, grain of salt, because who knows, we should have a Direct in 2 weeks. Supposedly.
Maybe.
According to them, we should have a Direct in 2 weeks. So whether or not we do, like, we're getting a Direct within the next 2 months because Nintendo is slated to do a Direct for E3. So I guess that would be the E3 Direct then in 2 weeks, maybe, if that was the timing they wanted to do.
No, I'm almost feeling like that's gonna be a no.
Probably.
I'm almost thinking that's gonna be a Indie Direct if we have one in 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably.
Because that feels more on point.
An Indie Direct, or maybe since they announced the dates for these Pokemon games, a Pokemon Direct for like the Sinnoh remakes to give more details about them.
Maybe.
They've done that.
Okay,
before.
wait a minute. Hold on a second here. I just had to pull it up to make sure. That's not going to be an indie direct. They have a very reliable source because, you know, seeing as how E3 is June 12th through the 15th, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, within 2 weeks, Nintendo's gonna definitely do one.
I was about to say, we are on the cusp of E3 very soon. We should have a direct in like 2 weeks or so because Nintendo says they're doing one. So, okay, that's good to know.
Wow.
I thought it was at the end of the month.
I kind of did too. That's why I was like,
yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna look at this, and I saw that. I'm like, wow, really? We're saying that came from a very reliable source, seeing as how Nintendo has always done something around E3.
Yeah, and like I said, they've confirmed this year they're doing one.
It's one of those. It's like, seriously, guys, did we really just do that?
Okay.
But no, I was with you. I thought it was later in the month. That was what stopped me there.
I'll be honest, I'm still not interested in the Sinnoh remakes. I'm more interested in the Arceus game. Granted, I don't know how different the Arceus game is going to be. I'd like to see more of it to see how different it is, but unless the Sinnoh remakes are doing something like really different and be worth the purchase, I'd rather just wait till January for Arceus.
I'm not feeling the Sinnoh remakes, actually. I don't know if it's the art direction that's doing it or what, but yeah.
Well, it's similar to the remake they did for Link's Awakening, so... And I know you weren't hot on that. And I would say that's probably why.
And yeah.
Yeah, anything else before we truck along?
No.
Alright then. Overwatch had a live stream talking about Overwatch 2. And I guess the big takeaway, because it's the only thing I really found that anyone's talked about since that stream, really, is that they are shrinking the PvP of the game to 5v5 from 6v6. More or less, they're taking out one of the extra tanks, or the second tank. So now it's more or less 2 DPS, 2 healers, 1 tank. And apparently people don't like this?
Now it's too much like League. I had to. Because if that's the actual argument, oh my god.
Apparently it's because, I don't know, I'm seeing comments they're talking about, like, tank gameplay's not been the most rewarding, so they're deciding to, like, slim it down, or stuff. I don't know. I am not in the Overwatch sphere, so I'm not sure how much this affects things, but I do feel like, oh, so if you had a 6-man team, someone's not getting to play anymore, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I honestly got nothing else. I think they showed off a new map and some new kits and stuff for the stream, but I didn't tune in to see any of that. But anything else before we talk the Sonic?
I guess we shall.
Alright, it's time for the Sonic Direct! that I watched live and they rewound the video right at the beginning. It did not seem intentional. It was hilarious to watch because it played, the guy was starting to do the intro, and then it rewound all the way back, and then we had to wait for it to start again. And I was like, oh, this is a fantastic start. A really great, fantastic start. So here are the highlights of this Nintendo Direct. Sega will be doing a free concert.
You just called it a Nintendo Direct.
Oh, the Sonic Direct.
Yeah.
This Sonic Direct. Sega will be doing a free concert via streaming on June 23rd. Symphony, Crush 40, and Moya Otani will be all doing Sonic music. Tokyo Olympics 2020 will have Sonic costumes on June 22nd. 2 Point Hospital will also have Sonic outfits and Sonic furniture. So you can dress up your hospital people in Sonic costumes to make the hospital experience that much more pleasant, I guess.
Or that much more disturbing, one of the two.
Yep. And then the one that confuses me, Last Judgment, or the Judgment game that is a spinoff of the Yakuza series that came out a while back, it's getting a sequel this year. And in that game, you're going to be able to play Sonic the Fighters in full in one of the arcades. Question. When did we like Sonic the Fighters? I thought no one liked Sonic the Fighters.
When we decided to put a couple of characters into Sonic Mania.
You mean 3 of them? Because aren't all 3 of them from Sonic the Fighters?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's all 3 of them from the one boss fight.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, we're getting a Minecraft collab later this year. Sonic Dash is getting a pirate-themed event with Pirate Sonic and Pirate Shadow events. Or costumes. Because,
you know, for everyone that loves the premium mobile games.
Sonic Forces will be adding Supersonic in private races. And in October, they're adding Sonic the Werehog. Is going to be added to both of these games. And in Sonic Racing on Apple Arcade, they're putting in the Sonic R carts. And I guess music and zones from that game. Because everyone likes Sonic R, right? Right? And what is probably the best thing out of this, Sonic Colors is getting a remaster and being released as Sonic Colors Ultimate. And it's coming out September 7th. Yay! One of the good modern Sonic games.
That might actually get me to, you know, play Sonic Colors.
Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch.
Because that is one of those... That's actually one of the few Sonic games that I'm like, yeah, I've not played that one, but I kind of do because everyone says that's one of the better ones.
I mean, Ty swears by it, so...
And he's not the only one. I've heard a lot of people be like, Colors is really good.
I mean, it has to. It's got the guy who voices the Gaia Memories in the Japanese version of it. Yeah, he does all the Wisp announcements. So if you look up the final battle in Japanese, you more or less get reminded of the Prism Bicker. Also, Baby Sonic keychain for those who wish to have Baby Sonic from the live action movie. Sonic Origins is coming out later this year, and we'll have 1, 2, 3 Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic CD. Not much other details were given.
Discord decided to break.
Thanks, Discord. Let's see. Sonic Mania and Sonic Team Racing are going to be available on Amazon Luna, whatever the fuck that is. Do you know what this is?
On what now?
Amazon Luna.
Are they trying to do a Stadia thing?
Probably.
That sounds like they're trying to do a Stadia thing.
Yes, it's a cloud gaming service.
Oh my god.
And Sonic Forces, plus the 2 Sonic Racing games, are going to be on PlayStation Now. And let's see, a bunch of Sonic merch is coming to stores. And finally, we are getting a brand new Sonic game in 2022 that is Sonic, whatever the fuck this one image says. Because it's a CG trailer, so we don't know what the fuck it is. Yay! It is Sonic, dash, Fancy V, Q.
Okay, I've got to.
Yeah.
It is Sonic the Hedgehog 2021. They're gonna do it right this time.
No, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2022. It's not coming out till next year.
Oh, well then never mind.
Look, if they want to do it right, they don't put this game out until 2026. I am incredibly joking, but a part of me wouldn't be surprised if they did.
What? Wait a minute.
What?
Did Amazon partner with Ubisoft on theirs?
I don't know why.
Because there's subscriptions that are showing Luna Plus and then Ubisoft Plus.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did. But the Sonic game might be called Sonic Rangers because there is a Amazon listing in the UK, I think, that says Sonic Rangers. Or there's some listing in UK says Sonic Rangers, but that isn't super solid, so who knows. Tune in next year for, let's hope, not Sonic 06 on repeat, since, you know, the last time they did a Sonic game for the anniversary, it didn't go well. So, any other thoughts on the Sonic Direct?
Nah.
Yeah, the Sonic Colors is the only thing that popped me, so meh. Meh. Alright, Horizon!
So, yeah. You know how Stadia is the attempt at cloud-based gaming that actually has somehow survived longer than most others right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Amazon's trying to do.
Oh, God. Oh. Well, somebody's got to get it right eventually.
You know, maybe they'll both decide to pump so much money into it that one of the two or both will actually decide to take off.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not Stadia because they've been shutting down studios left, right, and center for that.
I mean, this might open their eyes, though.
True.
Also, how have we not heard about this before now?
Probably because no one gave a shit.
Like, I'm not the only one thinking that right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone took one look at the saying Amazon Luna and went, Amazon, what the fuck now? Anyway, shall we talk about Horizon?
I guess so.
Alright, Horizon Forbidden West had its gameplay reveal this Thursday in a state of play. 14 minutes of delicious gameplay. This game actually kind of looks stylish. I kind of like it.
I'm just
Oh
gonna
my
kind
god!
of
Why are there?
playing.
Why did this video keep like 5 hours of security camera footage? Why?
I mean, you got to keep all the security.
But you've got stealth takedowns. You've got like a grapple bow that allows you to grapple to like platforming points to platform around. You've got new like trick arrows and other equipment to slow down enemies. It just seems really good. I've been trying to try out the original Horizon since it was free for play at home stuff. I don't know if it's still free to pick up, but I picked it up.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks good. I enjoyed what I saw. It makes me want to get back into original Horizon and work my way through the opening of the game, because that's pretty much where I am, is out of child tutorial into, all right, we're going to start opening things up for you. And I'm like, I kind of wish this game would open faster. Let me get in the open world faster, game, please. Yeah. Any interesting thoughts or any thoughts on Horizon? This new Horizon?
Nah.
Alright, next up. Virtua Fighter 5 is getting a re-release as Ultimate Showdown on current console, or on exclusively on PlayStation 4 Monday? Tuesday.
It literally says it on the article.
Well, I knew it said June 1st, but I forgot when June 1st was.
It says Tuesday, June 1st in the article.
Okay. My bad. I should have just read the article. But yeah, it's coming out exclusively on PlayStation 4. It has exactly one problem, and I heard this from Ty, and I went, well, I guess that's an issue now. Guess what kind of netcode it has?
The crappy kind?
It has delay-based netcode. It does not have
or
the
a
super
fighting
good
game?
Yes. It does not have that delicious good, like, rollback netcode. You know, like the netcode all the fighting games are trying to introduce and get going. Yeah, it pretty much, this game is exactly how it was when it came out on, like, the 360. So, Virtua Fighter's going nowhere fast, more or less.
Welp.
So I hope you're not excited for a Virtua Fighter revival, because it probably won't happen. But anything on that?
Nope.
All right. Lastly, Dragon Quest had its 35th anniversary stream.
Yay.
First up, Dragon Quest Eraser, a mobile game. Yay! Moving on. Dragon Quest X Online is getting its 6th update, or its 6th version, and I don't think you can still play this in the US. So
Why do I get the feeling that the recurring theme is if we get an anniversary showcase or celebration or anything, it has to include a mobile title now?
Because mobile title is where all the money is, right? Right?
Yes, because premium for the win.
But they also announced a offline version of Dragon Quest X for mobile devices that's got like a chibi art style. But what caught my eye from like highlights of this is a Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. And I want you to just like go to like the 23-second mark and kind of see the art style of this, and I want you to see what this game might be built off of.
Oh. Hi, Octopath Traveler.
Indeed! So you remember that thing we talked about, you know, remaking old Final Fantasy games using Octopath Traveler's engine? Apparently someone on the Dragon Quest team was fucking listening, because they went, oh, that's a brilliant idea, let's do that!
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Honestly, this looks really good. It also helps that Octopath's like engine art is like really good. So that's something to keep an eye out on. Also, yeah, it's the exact same engine. So Square Enix apparently listened and went, what if we give this to the Dragon Quest people and then give it to the Final Fantasy people? Because I'm gonna be honest, can I propose Final Fantasy VI in this engine? Because I'm pretty sure people will flip out about how good it will look to suplex a train in this engine.
I mean, we've got to get the others first.
Fair.
It's not 7.
Mm-hmm. We are also getting Dragon Quest Treasures, which will be featuring Eric and Mia, the protagonist of Dragon Quest XI, but as kids. And I guess this prequel game of some kind. And lastly, and I don't think anything's super shown off for this. Nope, I didn't think so. Dragon Quest 13! Or no, Dragon Quest 12. My bad. Yeah, I can't read Roman numerals. Dragon Quest 12 was announced, and they are going dark and mature for it. Ooh. Oh no. Why does every time I hear the words dark and edgy, I'm just like, oh god, no, please, no, stop. No, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what those words mean.
Because it usually turns out light and cringy.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't help it. They sound similar. They thought they were doing right.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not looking forward to this. Granted, I've never played a Dragon Quest game.
I don't think I have either, actually.
Yeah. Okay. I've had this thought, and this is mainly for my solo stuff. or my solo streams. What I've had the idea of is finding more or less 52 games across different consoles and stuff that I have never played. And probably are, for the most part, things I probably should have played because they're important.
To some degree.
Or less, yeah. And just assign them a card in a deck, shuffle a deck, pull a card. That's what I play, like, for a certain amount of streams or till I beat it. And then we just do that until I'm through the list.
Or, you know, another thing. Try a different game out each week.
That too, but like something like Dragon Quest and stuff, I'm like, I'm not getting like a proper feel of this game in a week on a weekly stream.
Well, I mean, something like that, don't put in that list, is what I'm more getting at, kind of deal.
Yeah.
And like honestly, see how many of these games you wind up liking kind of concept.
Yeah. Honestly, if I did that, I just go through the SNES library because I have the entire SNES library in ROM form. So I would just start at A and just be like, all right, we're going to load up this ROM. And then, like, if I like it, we're going to play it for the rest of the stream. If not, I'm going to hit the buzzer and we're just going to move on to the next one in the list. Pretty much gong show it. Like,
give it, since it's SNES games, give it like 5 or 10 minutes. And at that point, you decide kind of deal.
Yeah. And if we hit an RPG or a tactics game, we just skip.
I mean, fair.
Because, like I said, I have the entire SNES library in ROM form.
Oh god, that would be too much, though.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, what you could do is you could set it up in, like, a randomizer of some sort, and just let it randomly pick you titles, but no. That would be too much.
No, that's easy because BizHawk has that.
Then that wouldn't be too much.
Yeah, BizHawk has that already implemented in it. It's shit, what is it called? I forget the name of it, but like John and a bunch of others used it. They actually did it for Coliseum this year. Essentially, what it does is I don't know how specifically it works. But in broad strokes, you give it a certain amount of ROMs, and then you set like a time frame of like 5 seconds to like 2 minutes or like some other, I don't know what the min max on the time frame is, but you give it like a window of time frame, and it will automatically swap the games after like some random interval between those min maxes you do, and you just essentially play those games.
It's got to be a form of a Lua script,
probably.
Because BizHawk runs a lot off of that.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, if we could find it, I probably could muck with it and make that do different, if need be.
Yeah, it is. Let me see if they posted that segment on their YouTube just yet. BizHawk Shuffler. That's what it is.
I
think if you search that, you'll find all the information on it. Yeah. I've immediately found the GitHub page for it.
Also, shoutouts to second listing when I put BizHawk into the Chrome search bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Lua. I see the .lua file.
Yep.
Yeah, you set your seed, your min-max time, and you can do a 3-second cool countdown or not for the swap. And you open a ROM for each of the consoles you've done to make sure you got your controls mapped. And then you go to Tools, Lua, and you just load your seed, more or less, and you just run it. So I might mess with that and be like, all right, we're gonna do a few solo streams. We're just gonna grab like 10 ROMs, and I'm just gonna throw these in a folder, and we're just gonna see what it gives me. And we'll play it for like 10 minutes and enforce 10 minutes before we just swap to the new one.
Huh.
Yeah, that's anything for the Dragon Quest stuff?
No.
Alright then, releases! Oh boy. We had a lot of releases.
I'm still trying to muck around and see. Because even looking at the scripting itself, I can't tell how long the delay is between, because what I'm seeing got a low time of 5 and a high time of 30. I don't know if that's in minutes or not. I would have to think so. And at that point you could move the values around like you need to.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do like just muck about with SNES ROM streams. This seems like the perfect way to do it, of just, alright, throw a bunch of ROMs in the folder, and hit the button, let's just see what we get for like 5 minutes apiece. I wonder what the max amount of ROMs you can throw in there is.
Good question, actually.
As
Oh,
I've seen, I think. Oh.
that is actually open-ended.
Oh. So you can shove how many ROMs you want in this. Then.
Uh-huh.
You've said terrible things to me.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't see anything that says that. And then I looked at it and I'm like, oh. Also, yes, that is by default between 5 and 30 minutes. I found it in there.
Okay.
Because it multiplies it by 60, so yeah.
Alright, that is on the docket for things to do. Alright, but shall we hit releases?
I guess so. Also, of course, Bro Sancha was a contributor for it.
Of course he is. No wonder it made the rounds on from like John and them. Of course it did. I'm sure he went, John, can you test this for me and make sure it works? Because, oh god. Kuso Grande, but a BizHawk shuffler version of it. Oh, that would be mean. That would be mean. But I want to see that now. BizHawk shuffler of like, here's like 3 really bad games. Have fun. Get as far as you can in all 3 of them. Oh, that's just mean. Because you can set a seed for it and make it a race. So like everyone's like change times would be consistent. Well, everybody's change times and everyone's game order would be consistent. Oof. 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 I want to see that now. But anyway, releases! We kick off tomorrow on the 30th with Felix the Toy for Switch. On the 31st, we have After Party for Switch, Buildings Have Feelings Too for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Cowcatcher for Switch, Knights and Bikes for Switch, Raisin EX for Switch, and Shantae the Original as a re-release for the Game Boy Color. Kicking off our June releases on the 1st, Blue Friar for Stadia, Carnivore's Dinosaur Hunt for Xbox One, DreamWorks Spirit Lucky's Big Adventure for Xbox One and Switch, Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Horse Club Adventures for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Instant Sport Tennis for Switch, Just in Danger for Switch, Necromunda Hired Gun for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5, Oddworld Collection for Switch, Operation Tango for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5, Stonefly for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5 and Switch, Super Animal Royale for Xbox One and Series X, Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood for Stadia, Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown for PlayStation 4, and Wreckfest for PlayStation 5. On the 2nd, Bunny Factory for Xbox One, Dungeon Escape for Switch, Every day, today's menu for the MBF family for Switch, Find 10 Differences for Switch, Grand Slam Tennis for Switch, and Sludge Life for Switch. On the 3rd, Astalon, Tears of the Earth for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Switch, Basketball Club Story for Switch, Chroma Quatrion for Switch, Dungeons of Clay for Switch, Free Cell Solitaire Collection for Switch, Haunted Dawn The Zombie Apocalypse for Switch, Infinite Tanks World War II for Switch, Monster Harvest for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Motif for Switch, Mystic Pillars, a story-based puzzle game for Switch, Open Country for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Reversi, Let's Go for Switch, Sunblaze for Switch, Talisman Digital Edition for Xbox One Series X, Tour de France 2021 for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Wasteland 3, The Battle of Steel Town for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, Wick for Switch, Winds of Change for Switch, and Wings of Darkness for PlayStation 4 and Switch. On the 4th, Astro Aqua Kitty for Xbox One, Alpha Die Genesis 2 for Xbox One and Series X, Arcane Arts Academy for Switch, Basketball Pinball for Switch, DC Superhero Girls Teen Power for Switch, Donuts and Justice for Switch, Griftlands for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Switch, Nature Matters for Switch, Off and On Again for Xbox One, Skellboy Refractured for Switch, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 for Xbox One Series X and PlayStation 4, Sweet Bakery Tycoon for Switch, The Last Kids on Earth and the Staff of Doom for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Switch, and Stadia, and Tiny Lands for Switch. On the 5th, Caesar's Empire War for Switch, Mighty Goose for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Switch, Pyre on Fire 10 Pages for Switch, Retrograde Arena for Switch, the fuck is this word? Umarangi for Generation for Switch, and Zombie Raid for Switch. On the 8th, Chivalry 2 for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5, Neptunia Reverse for PlayStation 5, and the Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. On the 10th, Alchemist Adventure for Switch, Kiyokori, A Colorful Tale for PlayStation 4 and 5, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade for PlayStation 5, Life of Pi 2 for Switch, Ninja Gaiden Master Collection for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Switch, Pixel Cells for Switch, and Shield Well Chronicles Swords of the North for Switch, and finally on the 11th, Darius Burst, Another Chronicles EX Plus for PlayStation 4 and Switch, Game Builder Garage for Switch, Guilty Gear Strive for PlayStation 4 and 5, In Existence Rebirth for Switch, Let's Cook Together for Xbox One, Life of Pi 2 for Xbox One, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5, and Wave Break for the Switch. I didn't realize Guilty Gear was coming out the same day as Ratchet & Clank. I can't wait for that to come out and for me to watch a playthrough of it, because I'm not getting a PlayStation 5 for just this. I love Ratchet & Clank, but no.
Fair.
That is it for releases. And for quick draws, I just wanted to highlight a couple of Soto customs that I wish I had the ability to do, but I don't, and I'm sad. So these are from @Avalanche225 and @AltRideXXR on Twitter. Both of these are of Kamen Rider Rebirth, which is an SIC thing, is essentially, hey, would you like Date to have his own version of Birth, since Goto has Birth at the end of O's, and he got Proto Birth, but Proto Birth got blown up in Megamax? Here's his version of Birth as Rebirth. And it looks pretty cool. It's essentially just a red and gold burst suit with a bunch of, like, its own claw system stuff that's just already on it. And I wish I could do this. I wish I could replicate this. But I can't. I'm not that good.
I kind of dig it.
Not even... Yeah. I've always liked it ever since I saw the SIC design of it. And really wish someone would take it back to show aesthetic and put it out as a figure. But yeah, this is the closest I've seen to it, and I'm like, I wish. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that, because it's like, this is what I would do if I had the skills to do it.
Fair. Because I feel you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But that was it for me for this week. You don't have a quick draw, correct?
Correct.
So, I actually misspoke last week about TGSR. It's not the last episode in our batch that is like the big remembered episode. It's the third to last episode of the batch. It is not Transmutate. It is Code of Hero. Transmutate is still remembered, but for different reasons. Code of Hero is the one that most people will probably remember, end quote, because it's a really good episode.
Yeah,
and a pretty
I have to agree.
Oh, you've seen the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Code of Hero is really good. Transmutate is a thing.
It's an episode.
It's an episode that gets into some questionable territory about stuff, and you're like, is this supposed to be an allegory for something? Because I don't know if I like where this is going. But yeah, we'll be talking about those two, and then the other two episodes tomorrow for TTSR. Thursday, we'll continue Infinite Fusion, and I might be getting to Erica by the end. I don't know how much is between me and Erica, because I have to go through Lavender Town next. Which means yet another rival fight. But considering how easily I whipped Gary's ass last time, I might be okay on that one. I don't know what his levels for everything are. Because I don't think the wiki has them documented.
Probably not.
Nope, I tried to find Gary and nope. Blue? Oh, no, it's... no, they just say, Blue is your rival. You can change his name. That's it. That's not helpful. Okay, I looked at the gym leaders again, and I saw a Pokemon, and I was like, wait, the fuck are you a fusion of? It's one of Sabrina's. It's an Esseron. Or Esrion. It's an Espeon and an Umbreon. It kind of just looks like an Espeon, to be honest.
I mean, fair. That's kind of what winds up happening with a lot of them from the same line.
Mm-hmm. Like, the only thing I can tell is that with the Umbreon is it's got the, like, rings that Umbreon has on its design on it. But yeah, that's Thursday. Friday, we do the first DLC. I don't know if we're doing multiple DLCs on the stream.
Depends.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna put it this way. It's not gonna be planned that we will. But if we blaze through the first one in like a half hour, then yeah, we're definitely going into the next one. If it takes like an hour and a half for us to get through one, like I figure it probably will, then yeah, it might be one per stream.
Alright. We are at least doing the first Black Cat DLC. Saturday will be a multiplayer thing of some kind.
Depending on my mindset / mood at that point, it might wind up being another KH2 seed, but using the alternate hint method.
I'd be up for that. And then Sunday, we will actually be ending Season 2 of Beast Wars. 3 of our 4 episodes are the 3-part finale for Beast Wars Season 2.
God.
The last episode is the first episode of Season 3.
And let me guess, it's a 2-parter to start Season 3, right?
No. Although, technically, because of how Season 2 ends, you can consider it Part 4 of the finale. Technically. Because it resolves the cliffhanger of Season 2. Because, just as a reminder, folks, we are in the past of Earth. You can probably tell where we need to go at some point. Anything else?
No.
Alright, then if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow. Really appreciate chipping away at that affiliate goal. @TeachUsSoon on Twitter gets you updates when we go live. Next Match Point Discord and chat gets you Discord link. Drop by, say hi. We will see you tomorrow.